I must admit, and I must say, if speak about one and speak about all, might as well put everybody else out there. Ticket TV is so right. I was just in this live, and I agree with Ticket TV. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to put P. Diddy out there, R. Kelly out there, and if you're going to put everybody else out there, why not have the same thought and the same energy to put everybody else out there that needs to be put out there, and these gentlemen need to be exposed. I'm not even finna call them gentlemen. I'm finna call them evil monsters. People that prey on young victims. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to use the word, but M. Y'all know what I mean by the word M. I don't want to go there and extend it because I might be afraid that my channel might be deleted. But all these faces you see right here have a past and a history. Bill Gates, who's in the picture to my right, from Bill Clinton, from Epstein, from Donald Trump, from Weinstein, and so many others. You understand what I'm saying? That commit and pursue and destroys the lives of victims. And I have to say allegedly, because if I don't, then, my channel gets deleted. But allegedly, if you're going to put, people like P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and so many others out there like R. Kelly and everybody, might as well have the same respect for the victims that these people in this thumbnail do to them, and put them out there and expose them as well for the same thing that P. Diddy, Jay-Z, and everybody is being accused of. And not only that, also being exposed to. And this is a history pattern that has been going on for 3 decades, maybe more, from what we only know. Because there's probably so much more that we don't even know about that they have done in their life or in their past that would never come to resurface or never be brought out to be exposed, because maybe, like I said in my first video, they're afraid to come out. They're afraid to, expose these monsters because they're afraid that they might get hurt, or, one of their peoples or families might get hurt, or they might get threatened, their lives might get threatened. But it's time. If people talk about, let's go out and take out these individuals that do this to harm our daughters, our nieces, our granddaughters, and everybody to that, perspective, then why not put everybody out there? I got to give it up to Ticket TV. You know what I'm saying? Listening to that live, that motivated me. Even though I did the video today about Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? This is the type of videos I always used to do when it came to Hollywood and, people from the White House and everything. But my channel got deleted. My channel got taken off several times. But you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and disrespect and use curse words when I do these type of videos, but because I know it can backfire on me and I can lose my channel, and I won't be able to put the news and put this exposure out there. They have done this allegedly. Let me use them words. They have done this to so many victims, so many women, and most of them are young. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand how everybody, like Ticket TV says, they have the energy for P. Diddy, they have the energy for Jay-Z, they have the energy for R. Kelly, they have the energy for artists that are black, or rappers that are black, or athletes that are black. But when it comes to, no disrespect to my white brothers and sisters, but when it comes to a white individual, it's, oh no, I don't want to talk about this individual, because if I talk about him, then I got to talk about him. And if I talk about him, then I got to talk about him. And if I talk about him, then I got to talk about him. No. Talk about everyone. If you have that same perspective about the individuals that I just named, let's talk about these individuals too. They've been getting away with this for a long time. It's time to put your foot down and put the news out there. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want this happening to your daughter. You don't want this happening to your niece. You don't want this happening to your wife. You don't want this happening to your mother. You don't want this happening to anybody that you love that's a young, you know what I'm saying, lady or a young girl or a M. I'm going to keep the M because I don't want to say the whole thing, because if I do, I might get strike or I might get my channel deleted. So I'm going to keep it in them perspectives. But I have to say allegedly. I know the truth, but I have to still use them words. And it's just a shame that a lot of people don't want to talk. A lot of people don't want to expose this. Well, I'm one that will expose it. You understand? And I already know the consequences. But you know what? Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? I have lost so many channels talking about monsters like this and people like this, and especially people that have a lot of power, that have a lot of money, that have a lot in control, that get a slap on the wrist and they continue to do so because money talks. When it comes to this American, so-called states, money talks. So whatever you do, they can get away with it. It's like getting away with murder, but just 10 times worse. It's time to put these people out in front street. Put them out like in front media and expose what they done to so many innocent women. I'm not talking about the woman that just want their bag. I'm talking about the ones that were forced, the ones that were tugged up with ropes, the ones that were tied up, the ones that were, you know what I'm saying, maliciously, disrespectfully, and that were treated horribly to commit these sexual acts and these disgusting performances because they were promised money, or they were promised a modeling career, or they were promised a position, or they were promised something that they never got. It's time. The manipulations and lies and deceptions have to stop. And it's us that can stop it. If we don't put a stop to this, they're going to keep on doing this. And it's not right. You understand what I'm saying? And I remember when I first started talking about this, and I started YouTube about, 15, 16, maybe longer years ago. They hated me for exposing a lot of the government officials. They hated me for exposing a lot of Hollywood and Hollyweird people. They hated me for exposing what was going on, you know what I'm saying, just within the industry itself. And they deleted my channels back to back to back to back. But we got to stand for what is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And if we don't stand up, then you know what? We'll fall for anything, and we'll let these monsters get away with doing it to somebody else. And there's so many that are within this category that know these individuals, that participate with these individuals, that are friends with these individuals, that partake in doing the same thing. Meanwhile, while innocent people that don't belong to being in jail or in prison or in federal prison are suffering for crimes that they never committed, away from their families, away from their loved ones, away from those that they never should have been taken away from, are suffering the consequences for what these people are doing. And I'm going to just keep it 100, man. You know what I'm saying? And I live in a state where the law here is crooked. I mean, the law here is so crooked and it's so foul that when it comes to blacks and Latins, all they need is a conviction. They don't care if he did it. They don't care if he didn't do it. They're not going to find out nothing. They're not going to do no investigation. They're not going to do shit. They just want a conviction. 20, 30 years go down the line and they find out that the person that they arrested and pleaded guilty to was innocent. Then they want to say, I'm sorry. Or let's give you a couple of 100,000 or a couple of millions just to let you know how sorry we are. That's not gonna make your life better. You cannot bring back and you can't give back the life that you already took. And in the state that I live in, there's a big percentage of people that are innocent, that are in jail, in prison, or waiting trial in federal prison. I mean, it is bad. While these individuals in my thumbnail are getting away because they're millionaires or billionaires or they got a lot of power within the government itself. And they know a lot of powerful people and they're going to back each other up, have each other's backs, you know what I'm saying? Help one another because that's what they do. The richer and powerful stay richer and powerful, more powerful, and the poor get poor and even more poor. And I believe that there's a lot of powerful people that know that this is wrong, that know that these individuals should be held accountable for their actions, for what they doing, for what they done. But guess what? They decide to keep their mouth shut because they don't want to get into the middle of something that they know that could get them in trouble or that could get their lives threatened or that could get them in a position where that they might lose their position or they might lose their own lives because they want to make a difference or want to say the truth of what's going on. We've seen during this expansion of this modern era how many we have lost for speaking the truth and exposing so much when it comes to powerful people or the government itself. And it's individuals like this that get praised. Oh, he loves America. He's doing so much for the people. Oh my God, look at the president. Oh my God, look at Bill Gates. Oh my God, look at the things that they're doing. Don't you know that Bill Gates is one of the most evilest people in the world? Do y'all know what he did with aspirin in Africa? How many people died in Africa because of the medicine that was taken out from the county here? He decided to take it to Africa. And you know how many people died? Was he charged with it? Did he ever went to prison? Did he ever went to jail? Did he ever pay the fine? Did he ever say sorry to the families? And this is not alleged. This is based on a true story. Even people that know, people that brought up the story, journalists, newscasters, people that know the type of evil man that this man is, nothing was done to him. Weinstein, because it was just time. You know what I'm saying? Too many actresses and too many women put him out there and they had no choice but to do it. But if that many women would have never came through, that would have never happened to Weinstein either. But look at Trump. Look at Trump. How many women haven't accused him of SA and nothing has been done to him? Bill Clinton, he's been in the Epstein Island plenty of times with his wife, Hillary Clinton. And in one of the posters in the islands, they got Bill Clinton dressed as a woman in a blue dress and Hillary, I don't even want to go there. It's time to expose these people. It's time to wake up. The same energy y'all got for Jay-Z, P. Diddy, R. Kelly, and so many black brothers and other brothers, let's have it with them. It's time to wake up, y'all. It's time to see that these men don't mean well. These men don't care about our young daughters, our sisters, our aunties, our mothers, our wives. They don't care. Our grandmothers or women that just want a better position to get in, to be able to get a job, or they want to be models, or they just want a better job to take care of their families. They're pushed, they're forced, and they're taken into this perspective. If you don't give me what I want, I'm going to take it from you, and then I'm going to believe you because I'm bigger and I am a voice when it comes to this United States, and a lot of powerful people have my back. You are nothing. That's how they see you. You are nothing. You are worthless. You are less valued. You see me? I'm already in. I'm in people's pockets. And when it comes to being big, there's nothing you can do about it because I'm going to continue doing and getting away with what I want to do. It's time to face reality. It's time to put these people out there. Stop faking the funk. Stop lying to yourself because it can happen to your daughter. It can happen to your niece. It can happen to your granddaughter. It can happen to your sister. It can happen to your mother. It's time to wake up, y'all. For real. And look at all the names that are popping up in the Epstein files. So many different names. So many people that most thought, okay, yep, I know he was going to be in there. And even a lot that you was like, what the fuck? Oh, no, hell no. He ain't like that. He ain't like that. It just comes to show you. There's a lot more people, names that are going to come out that you're going to be surprised in, okay? That's why the president didn't want them Epstein files to come out. He tried to hide them as much as possible. He tried to deny it as much as possible because he did not want the truth to come out. And the truth is revealed. And now, the only thing that's holding the government back is that a lot of these same people that need to go in and pursue and give justice to the family of all the victims are friends and know and accommodate with these individuals that you see in my thumbnail. So they're scared, they're paranoid, they don't know what to do. And most of them is because they don't want to lose their jobs, they don't want to lose their careers. They don't want to be threatened. They don't want their families to be threatened. So what happens, they keep their mouth shut. They grab the file, they throw it in the garbage and act like nothing ever existed. But when it comes to a black celebrity or a Latin celebrity that gets accused of these charges, they pick it right up. Oh yeah, because he did this and he did that. But they don't want to talk about the president. They don't want to talk about Epstein. They don't want to talk about all these other big people that have that privilege and that need to be exposed. They don't want to do that because a lot of people, like I said, are afraid. Well, it's time to stop being afraid because it can happen to your daughter. It can happen to your niece. It can happen to your sister. It can happen to your mother. It can happen to anyone that you love. So while you sitting here playing the okie doke and playing the stupid games that it won't happen to one of your loved ones, it can happen. And the ones that are suffering because their loved ones have been through it because of these individuals that you see in my thumbnails, how do you think they feel? How do you think they go to sleep? How do you think they wake up every morning? With tears in their eyes, with pain, with struggle. Why? Because they gotta see their loved ones every day. Remember them horrible and disgusting moments and times that these individuals put them through. Come on, man. One, okay, understandable. But we talking about hundreds of women. That's a different story. It's time for y'all to open up your heads and see, hold on. This is just not one woman for each individual that is hungry money, that just want their money so they can get the bag. No, these are young little girls, and then from the ages of 15, 16, 17 and up. You understand what I'm saying? This is dangerous. This is really something to look at. It should be important to everybody. And it should be very important to those that are blinded and don't want to see the reality of it. And God doesn't like ugly. So believe me when I tell you, it can happen to one of your loved ones. It's time for these individuals to face justice and to give the family justice who they put through so much agony and pain and so much suffering. So if I have to continue doing these videos, I love doing my basketball videos and doing my hip hop videos, but I also got to do these videos, you know what I'm saying? I stopped for a while because I just got tired of my channels are being deleted. But you know what? I just want to say thank you to Ticket TV, bro. You motivated me to do these videos again, man, and I appreciate it for real, man. Thank you so much. It's time for everybody to stand up, and it's time for everybody to stop this narrative. Or let's not speak about the powerful ones. Let's not speak about the ones that got the privileges and the ones that got the money and have the control and are able to get away with everything because we might get in trouble. No, it's time to wake up. But y'all let me know. This is the ending of the video. Y'all let me know what y'all think, you know what I'm saying, in the comments down below, and we'll go from there. There's your boy Chico Black, a.k.a. Jaloso, man. It's time to wake up, and it's time to give these individuals the hardest time and also be exposed more than ever before so we can give the victims the justice that they deserve. I'm out of here, y'all. God bless. Peace.